All right, chat. It's going down. We got a 1v1. We have Critical Zone versus Divine Zero. It's throwing down. We'll let the players know they can join on up. And we'll go ahead and get into this game number 1. Let's get to it. Divine Zero, Critical Zone. Here we go. Off the kickoff. It's going to go the way of Marvelman and Divine Zero in this best of 3 1v1 matchup in this show match setting. Meowsalot going to take control and boom it down the field. Marvelman going to be waiting there to take control, take possession of the ball. Both players rocking the Octane. Marvelman going with a bit of an air dribble over Meowsalot. Gonna be unable to chip it into the open net. Meowsalot now gets a good clear. Marvelman may have overcommitted a little bit on that backboard, and then he gets the whiff there. This could open it up for Meowsalot here to put it home for Critical Zone, but it's going to go right to Marvelman, who chips it up high and away. Down the field, Meowsalot doing some backflips, getting back into position. Here comes Marvelman with another air dribble set up, and he's going to get the double tap home off the post and in. Just how he drew it up, I am sure. Marvelman getting a good pop here, gets it up over the top of the stunned Meowsalot, who's out of boost. He had to go get that corner boost, did not have the boost to go up and get it. And unfortunately for Critical Zone and Meowsalot, it's going to be a 1-0 Divine Zero lead here for Marvelman. But back on the offensive prowess is Critical Zone and Mr. Meowsalot. He's going to take the shot on Marvelman, who doesn't get a great save. Can Meowsalot get around the backside of this? He doesn't have the power. Now he's going to go for the instant challenge on Marvelman. Was not ready for it. It's open again. It's a weak shot, though, but Marvelman is going to be able to see it away, but it was not a great save. Now Meowsalot just leaving the ball completely for Marvelman, who now is going to take control with full boost. He's going to get around Meowsalot, and he just doesn't have the angle to put it home. He probably could have boosted and gotten to that ball and tried to wrap it home, but unfortunately did not. Now he's going to try and set up another aerial play that this one is scuffed from the start, and he is going to be slow to get back, but Meowsalot does not take good control there. If he had taken better control, he would have been able to set up a counterattack and a weak shot and a whiff! A terrible mistake out of Marvelman and Divine Zero. What on earth? Right here, the shot could have been better from Mr. Meowsalot, but then Marvelman stunned by it. It's going to find its way home. Mr. Meowsalot on the board, 1-1. Marvelman of Divine Zero and Meowsalot of Critical Zone going off in the 1v1 match here tonight. Marvelman now going to try and send this one home, unable to get the read, just got a little bit too close to that backboard. Those double taps can be tricky sometimes, where sometimes you're trying to rush there, and oh no, here's a mistake out of Marvelman, thinking he had more time than he did, and Mr. Meowsalot is going to get to this ball. Stat! Marvel thinking he has time to set up a little catch dribble, maybe try and get an air dribble going, but Marvelman stunned to see that Mr. Meowsalot was pushing that ball. It's going to be 2-1 now for Mr. Meowsalot and Critical Zone. This kickoff going the way of Mr. Meowsalot. It's going to trickle right out in front of the blue net. Marvelman with a fantastic save to go up and get there. Was not going to make the same mistake twice, taking his time. This net's open. If he had just popped it on net, he tried to go for an air dribble, but if he just went for a power shot there, he would have been able to score. Now Meowsalot not going to make the same mistake Marvelman did. He catches Marvelman out. It's 3-1 now. Marvelman unable to get the read here. Just not respecting Mr. Meowsalot early on is the big trend that I'm noticing. Not respecting Meowsalot on the early chow on the last goal, and not respecting him here with that cross field boomer to go up 2 goals in this 3-1, 2:55 left. That in 1v1 is absolutely nothing. So plenty of time left for Marvelman to climb back into this one, but certainly some uncharacteristic mistakes as we see him miss the open net opportunity. He is going to get the boost starve though on Meowsalot. Meowsalot now going to clear this one over to his corner. It's not a great touch though, because he's not going to be able to follow it. Marvelman now able to dribble this one home. Unable to keep control though. Just couldn't get that one all the way home. And now Meowsalot going to try and pop it. That's a good bounce for him, believe it or not, because it does make Marvelman a little bit awkward. But Marvelman able to just drive this one home anyways. Meowsalot overcommitting a little bit. Just gets beat to the ball and then totally out of the play. Not any boost to work with. We can see he has 3 on the replay here. Marvelman with that early boost starve had all the control he needed, all the boost he needed, and really in the end it was just no hope situation for Mr. Meowsalot. He needed booming clear on that 50-50, which he did not get, because simply put, he didn't have the boost to go up and get it. The boost starve works the succession for Marvelman and Divine Zero, but oh no, here comes another goal scoring opportunity. Meowsalot's got to go faster. He should have gone faster. He had an open net. Maybe he was low boost. I didn't quite catch it, but My goodness, was that a golden opportunity. A new feature of the overlay is being able to track the player's boost. And we can see here that Marvel Man didn't have a lot of boost. Meowsalot had all of the boost, but it doesn't matter. Marvel Man putting the moves on with that upside down front flip to pop it up and over the shocked Meowsalot to go up ahead and tie this 3-3. Now the fake kickoffs coming out of Marvel Man is going to work perfectly. He gets the corner boost, takes this to the air. What is the play? Is it a double tap? Is it an air dribble? Is it a bump? Oh, what a save out of Mr. Meowsalot. Now he's going to get the dunk on the 50. If he gets a good catch, it can go in. The little chip shot is not going to be strong enough. He tried to instantly pop it in rather than catch and dribble, and a bit of a mistake there. But, oh my, the air dribble bump attempt off the fake kickoff from Marvel Man was a 2,000 IQ move, a 2,000 IQ opportunity, but the save from Mr. Meowsalot, unfortunately for Marvel Man, was 2001 IQ. Just an absolutely insane save out of Mr. Meowsalot. Knew we had to go quick on that air dribble bump attempt to break it up, and fortunately for Mr. Meowsalot and Critical Zone, he was able to go early. Now the 50 out of Mr. Meowsalot comes early. One early trend I'm noticing, Meowsalot, a very aggressive player, as we see it right here. Can he pop it up and in? He pops it over Marvel Man. Is it going to get down in time? It's not. Marvel Man's not going to have a great recovery, though. But neither is Mr. Meowsalot. It is an open net. Marvel Man sitting 0 boost here. Has to just try to flip it in. He's going to try and musty it, and he fakes Meowsalot with the fake musty. You can see he has 0. Meowsalot gets the 100 boost and uses it all to try to get back into the play, but unfortunately unable to chip it over to his corner. And it is going to be 4-3 now. Marvel Man and Divine Zero. Off this fake kickoff from Meowsalot. Well read from Marvel Man. Marvel Man going to go try and get the boost steal early, as Meowsalot we see go for that boost. And it's not going to be there for him, Meowsalot. Now Marvel Man taking control with 73 to his name. Meowsalot does manage to pick up his 100 boost in the other corner, and now he's going to chase down and try and get the read. I thought he'd go for the boost. Marvel Man with a whiff. The net is open. No, Meowsalot just couldn't get control, and we see Marvel Man gets the kill on Meowsalot. Marvel Man now going to take control and dribble this ball upfield. Tries to trickle it right behind Meowsalot, and he does. Will he be able to get there in time and put away the insurance goal? No, he's not going to be able to get there quite in time. Okay, I was going to say, maybe he will be able to get there in time. Meowsalot was nowhere to be found. Marvel Man trying to get a bit cheeky and stall some time there. Probably should have just put it in. So we still have a 1-goal game. Meowsalot, can he keep it up? He cannot. And this game is going to go the way of Divine Zero. Divine Zero getting the win here as we go ahead and take a look at some of our player stats here. We can see Marvel Man controlling a lot of the ball with 118 ball touches to only 52 of Mr. Meowsalot. He also had a demo, 2 saves apiece, 6 shots from Marvel Man, 6 shots from Meowsalot. Assists obviously going to be 0, but the 4-3 goal scoreline out of Marvel Man is the one that matters most. Ball possession, we can see, was in favor of Marvel Man, even though he had more touches by a lot. Most of the time, the ball was in control of both players. A very good dispersion there, 55% for the way of Marvel Man. Boost consumption was pretty even as well, but field domination, more distance covered, more of the field covered, was actually by Mr. Meowsalot. Just a couple unfortunate, uncharacteristic mistakes out of Meowsalot were the difference in this one. And we can see that the average speed of both players, Marvel Man, just a touch faster out there on the field than Meowsalot. So we'll see how that factors going into game number 2 here. So we'll go ahead and we will get our lobby underway here, and we'll get game number 2 coming your way in just a moment. Players are joining on up now. Game 1 is in the books. Game 2 coming your way. We have Meowsalot. We have Marvel Man. Here we go. Game number 2 coming your way. As we are on over here to Manfield Night again for game number 2. Marvel Man, great control touch here though, but unable to stay with it. Went for that corner boost instead. Might not have had the boost to control the ball and control the possession. In this best of 3 series now, it is already match point. Marvel Man and Divine Zero looking to take this win in a 2-0 series sweep. He's going to try and set up the air dribble, knowing that Mr. Meowsalot's going to give him space this time, but this air dribble is looking quite scuffed, but it's going to work as a fake. Now Marvel Man can turn around. Can he pop it home? He's going to put a weak shot in, but it's going to find its way home. Marvel Man finding up the 1-0 lead off this scuffed air dribble, but it makes Mr. Meowsalot panic and go for it. And Marvel Man taps it home. 1-0, Marvel Man and Divine Zero. Off this kickoff, are we going to see any shenanigans? No, both players going with a pretty straightforward kickoff, although it looked like Mr. Meowsalot tried to go for a little bit of an aerial type kickoff there, really going for the dunk on that kickoff with Marvel Man, going for the early boost steal, leaving the ball in his zone, a bit risky here, but he is going to be able to get back and 50 it on over to the corner now. What can he do? He's sitting with 92 boost, does not need his corner, smartly leaves it for later. Oh, what a fake! He's going to chip it by Mr. Meowsalot. He's going to go for another boost starve. Doesn't put it in the open net. I cannot explain why. Now Marvel Man has an opportunity here. Did he flip off? But I think he had ball cam off as he started going for the mid boost, then turned it back on and realized the ball was sitting in front of an open net as Meowsalot had gone to go get his corner boost. So some early mistakes out of both players here going both ways, and it is still a 1-0 lead for it. But Meowsalot unable to tie it up with that golden opportunity. Marvel Man going to go ahead and grab his corner boost. He's sitting 58. Meowsalot sitting 0, trying to pick up pads along the way. Marvel Man goes for a musty, a maneuver probably he shouldn't be going for in that situation based off what we've seen. Nevertheless, Marvel Man chipping it up over Meowsalot, an incredible flick, but it's going to go too high. We see the kill come out though. Meowsalot is going to take care of Marvel Man, relieving the pressure. Marvel Man with a bit of a miss here. Meowsalot tries to take his time, read it off the wall, puts it home. Mr. Marvel Man Mr. Marvel Man almost makes the save here as we see an unfortunate whiff. Meowsalot knows he can take a little bit of time here, probably not that much time. Marvel Man tried to make the read, but unfortunately unable to connect in the end. 1-1, 3:13 left. Marvel Man going for the front flip kickoff. Meowsalot is going to dunk him, and is he going to be able to drive it home? Goes for the front flip and will be able to net that kickoff goal. Off this kickoff, we can see Meowsalot just kind of drives into it. He just goes for the straight up drive into it, makes good ball contact, hits the center of the ball, jumps perfectly timed at the ball, and wins that 50-50. That's all kickoffs are. Yes, being first to it will help, but even more important than being first to it, who hits more centered on the ball, both horizontally and vertically, and that is the key to kickoffs in 1v1 and in every mode, but kickoffs play a major role, as we all know. In 1v1, the boomer here out of Meowsalot going to be just a bit wide, and if it was on net, I think Marvel Man would have had it anyways. But the chip from Meowsalot going to come around, but unable to capitalize on a great chip opportunity that he earned. Marvel Man now sitting with 0, not sure what he's going to do. He's just going to fake the air dribble touch and drive away, and Meowsalot gives it right on back to him. Now Marvel Man sitting with 53 boosts, going to try and chip it up and over. Meowsalot has enough boost, but he's unable to make contact, but never mind. It doesn't even matter because Marvel Man misses the net. The post, the second defender, helping out Mr. Meowsalot in this situation. Up 2-1. It was almost a tie game, but the woodwork helping out Mr. Meowsalot a little bit. Now for a ceiling shot. Marvel Man gets it untouched. Will he get the double home? He won't be able to double it off the ground. A highlight reel, spectacular goal. Unfortunately unable to capitalize and put the clip home. Now Mr. Meowsalot jumps and commits so hard for that ball, and Marvel Man unable to make good control, but it does not matter. Mr. Meowsalot a little bit too slow back there to be able to make any sort of mistake punishable. Marvel Man just getting a little bit out in front of it on that catch. Does recover quite nicely though, and is able to slip that one home as we see Meowsalot was low on boost that whole time. Really went all in on the previous 50-50 where he jumped essentially from midfield when the ball was in the offensive third for him. So quite an early jump. Was expecting a booming touch out of Marvel Man, but unfortunately for Mr. Meowsalot, just guessed wrong. And that meant, unfortunately for him, a pretty open net for Marvel Man and Divine Zero here. But Marvel Man unable to make that touch! Meowsalot, right place, right time, able to punish the mistake out of Marvel Man instantly. Jumps for that read, unable to catch it there and dribble it and hit it to his corner. And then Meowsalot sitting right there with the waiting bumper for that ball to just go ahead and punch that one home. Regain his 1-goal lead. 1:38 left here in game number 2. A must win for Critical Zone in Mr. Meowsalot as he 50s this ball off the corner. But he is sitting 0. He's going to have to go back and get his corner. But he stays with the ball. The aggression that we have seen all series long from him. He is sticking to his game plan. And aggression coming through again. Meowsalot just doesn't want to let this ball breathe. He doesn't want to give Marvel Man any time as we see another great 50 coming out of Mr. Meowsalot. Somehow he still has boost. Gets the bicycle hit on it as we see from the notification in the boost bar. Now Marvel Man Gonna go ahead and punch this one out with a little bit of an air dribble clear. Now Meowsalot gonna flick it up and over the top of him. 50 boost to work with, unable to get the chip to set up his ceiling shot or air dribble of his own. And now he's gonna go back on defense. Just kidding. He's Mr. Meowsalot. He doesn't play defense. He just goes and goes and goes and goes. And some people would call him a ball chaser and be annoyed, but it's working for him clearly as we see Marvel Man get an opportunity, but it's just going to go off the post and out. Now Meowsalot has a bit of an open net opportunity, but unable to make contact, then smartly just tries to keep it close and play a 50. And he's going to absolutely dice up Marvel Man. Marvel Man expecting the touch mid there. Faked by Meowsalot. Now Meowsalot cuts it to the right, trying to put it behind Marvel Man. Marvel Man backs up, thinking he's coming behind me. And Meowsalot says, no, I got you right where I want you. The 2-goal buffer now for Mr. Meowsalot and Critical Zone. But here comes the fake kickoff out of Marvel Man. And no, it's a double tap out of Mr. Meowsalot. Mr. Meowsalot on the front flip kickoff read the fake and said, I'm going to put it up over the top of you, Marvel Man, and puts an insane double tap home. What a read off the fake. 3 goals, 32 seconds in 1v1. That is not a safe lead. It's a lead, but it's not a safe one. Now Meowsalot just trying to kill time. 23 on the clock, knowing that the clock is his friend. To whiff out of Marvel Man, that might do it. If Meowsalot can go ahead and put this one home, he's going to try and salt time away. And what just happened? Mr. Meowsalot trying to kill any amount of time he can here, knowing kickoffs could spell disaster. He tries to just salt the clock away, and then Marvel Man almost making the pre-flip save to get it out of his net, but Mr. Meowsalot was waiting there for the dunk. Finds it home, 6-2, Mr. Meowsalot and Critical Zone. He is going to be your game number 2 winner, but hold up, Marvel Man trying to get something for the road, bring some momentum into a pivotal match point on game number 3. As the clock ticks away, it's looking like it's going to be a 6-2 win for Critical Zone and Mr. Meowsalot. Mr. Meowsalot coming through with the clutch win in game number 2. A game that he had to win. But speaking of games that we have to win, we are going on to Champions Field in a pivotal match point, game number 3. The score definitely one-sided in this one, as we see Meowsalot has more score, has the goals. Shots were pretty even. Saves went the way of Marvel Man with 2-0. Demos, but the ball touches much more even in this game. 110-90. Marvel Man still getting more ball touches. This time winning the ball possession as well. The boost consumption still going the way of Marvel Man. And the field domination still going the way of Mr. Meowsalot. Team speed, though, much faster game out of Critical Zone and Mr. Meowsalot. Much slower game out of Marvel Man and Divine Zero this game. Speed so far this series has told the story of who is winning and who is losing. So curious to see which players can play faster in a pivotal game 3 where nerves are on the line. This double tap out of Meowsalot. Oh, that was an insane shot for sure. But we'll go ahead and jump on over into game number 3. It is a winner-take-all game number 3 here. As we go ahead and wait for our players to join on up. It looks like they are joining up right here, right now. We have Marvel Man. Do we have a Mr. Meowsalot? Seems one of our players has disconnected from the lobby, so we'll go ahead and give him an extra second here while he goes ahead and joins on up. All right, we have our 2 players in now. We are good to go. It is time. Game number 3. Marvel Man, Divine Zero, Mr. Meowsalot, Critical Zone, both of 1-1. How is the series game number 3 going to start? Mr. Meowsalot going off the ceiling? Is Mr. Meowsalot having some connection issues? It looks like his ping is all right. Definitely curious. It looks like his ping is all right, but definitely a mysterious defensive decision on that one. Nevertheless, we keep going. Marvel Man misses an open net off the kickoff. Is going to get the follow-up, though. Mr. Meowsalot went for the mid boost. Yeah, he's sitting 12. He gets a 100 boost. but it wasn't his corner boost. So he must have went all the way for this right mid boost on his point of view. And unfortunately for him, that was not the recipe for success of what he needed to do. And then a kickoff goal, gonna go the way of Marvel Man, but he misses the touch. And Mr. Meowsalot making the great save to get back just in time, but he is sitting 0. Marvel Man did grab Mr. Meowsalot in corner boost, so he is sitting with the boost advantage and a little bit of a boost starve. Mr. Meowsalot gets that booming clear he needs, should be able to get boost, but Marvel Man not letting him get possession of the ball. Good boost conservation out of Marvel Man here, as we see he's still sitting with 35 boost, and he's going to be able to stay with the ball and stay on the attack. Waiting, baiting Mr. Meowsalot to come closer. He says, come closer, because the closer you are, the less you'll see. He gets the 50, but now Marvel Man still on the prowl. Should be able to get this one home. Meowsalot comes off the top ropes and 50s it out. Marvel Man had nothing but open net in front of him, and then Mr. Meowsalot comes like out of a cannon shot off his backboard, and somehow 50 pinches it out, and now the reverse on the defense gets a challenge, and they're sneaking in these early challenges, a staple of the Mr. Meowsalot Critical Zone gameplay. Again with another early challenge. Mr. Meowsalot is certainly an entertaining player to watch. We heard him jump, but Marvel Man is up to the task to get the clear over to the side. Now Marvel Man gonna chip this one up, has control of the ball. Meowsalot though, barreling at this ball, not giving any space or time to Mr. Meowsalot. Marvel Man gives a taste of his own medicine. Now chipping this one downfield, is going to try and get it sideways and take control. Marvel Man sitting low though, only has 12 boost to his name. Mr. Meowsalot also sitting none though. Marvel Man now with a huge boost advantage, but he doesn't know Mr. Meowsalot is also out of boost, but Meowsalot using that knowledge to his advantage is going to go ahead and steal the corner of Marvel Man and get some offensive pressure hopefully going here. But Meowsalot caught too far upfield. Marvel Man getting a good chip and follow, putting away his third of the game. Meowsalot trying to sneak in that early challenge that he's been known for, but didn't quite feel comfortable committing for it in that little bit of space. Was able to catch Mr. Meowsalot in that awkward middle zone, and Marvel Man pops it over the top. Speaking of Marvel Man, he's going to do another fake kickoff here. Did not manage to grab his corner boost though, must have missed it. That's going to make his fake maneuver quite more difficult. He is going to pick up that mid boost, and this bounce is going to be perfect for him. Puts a shot on. Meowsalot with a great save to get it off his post and out in the early challenge again from Meowsalot. Is going to chip it upfield. Now Mr. Meowsalot popping this off the corner walls, hoping for a mistake out of Marvel Man. Down only 3-0. That's not really anything in 1v1, because you still have about a half a game to go. 3 goals can take 10 seconds in 1v1, so plenty of time left for Mr. Meowsalot. He just cannot afford too many more mistakes. We see the flick on Marvel Man going up and over the top, Mr. Meowsalot, and it's going to be put home 4-0. Marvel Man and Divine Zero. If you're just tuning in for this game, Marvel Man and Divine Zero took game number 1, and then Mr. Meowsalot on Critical Zone stormed back for a dominant game 2 win, winning that one 6-2. And now here in game number 3, where we see kickoff strats becoming a huge part of this series. Mr. Meowsalot going to try and put this one home, but he beamed it. He puts it off the bar and it misses high. Marvel Man gets the save and it pitches perfectly, sitting still. Meowsalot finally puts it home. The kickoff, the fake kickoff on this head-on kickoff. That is 2 times now Mr. Meowsalot has read it. Tried to put it off the backboard. This time fakes his double tap, knowing Marvel Man would try to block it, because earlier we saw Meowsalot nail that double tap. Marvel Man this time jumps to try to block it, misses it. Meowsalot was there to clean it up, and eventually does go ahead and get that goal. Off the kickoff, we see Marvel Man go ahead and grab the 100 boost on the other side of the field. Mr. Meowsalot trying to chip this one mid, but that was not a great touch, as Marvel Man could have just boomed it into the open net, unable to get a good catch there and catch it. But now Meowsalot has Marvel Man in the blender. Will it drop below the crossbar? It will! Marvel Man and Mr. Meowsalot playing some small ball. Now Mr. Meowsalot popping it, just making Marvel Man awkward. Marvel Man put in a really tough spot here. And then eventually Mr. Meowsalot works it, gets it over the top of him, under the bar, into the net. That's a goal, 4-2. Mr. Meowsalot now winning another kickoff. Momentum is moving. Momentum is changing. Momentum is going in the way of Mr. Meowsalot. After a 4 straight goal start for Marvel Man and Divine Zero, Mr. Meowsalot in Critical Zone making the comeback train start. And once the train starts moving, it is super hard to get it to stop. Mr. Meowsalot with another dominant kickoff win. Can he get the read? He's sitting 12 boost. He's going to play it slow. He's going to take control. Marvel Man, though, does not want him to get control and get that boost. He's going to play it fast. Again, game speed has, so far, been the dictator of who has won. The faster player has won each game. So, interested to see who is going to play faster and more aggressive here. But Marvel Man misses the touch, and Meowsalot going to have an open net. And just like that, with 1:03 left, we're tied 4-4 in game number 3. Match point, series point for this matchup here in this best of 3 1v1 here tonight. Marvel Man, Meowsalot, who is going to have a kickoff strat this time around? Neither. They're both going to go for the ball. Both going for a very similar kickoff. It's going to pinch out into the midfield. Mr. Meowsalot not playing aggressive, though. Giving that ball up to Marvel Man. That might be a mistake as he's sitting with pretty near full boost. He's going to go for a ceiling shot. Doesn't quite get the pop he needs. Almost lands on it as Mr. Meowsalot didn't get a great clear and put it right on him. But both players sitting with a pretty good amount of boost here. Mr. Meowsalot has control of the ball now. Mr. Marvel Man is driving away. Marvel Man does get the block there. Went for a fake challenge. And unfortunately for Mr. Meowsalot, Marvel Man did read it and get the block, but did not pursue it any further as he wasn't expecting the block even himself. As we see the 50 come through here, Mr. Meowsalot trying to just jam that one home, but Marvel Man up to the task with the save. Marvel Man taking his time, had 100 boost, grabbed the other 100 boost anyways. Said, you know what? More boost, never a problem. Are we going to be heading to an overtime? This shot is downfield. It's going to be a little bit wide. I thought it was on net for a minute. It is going to be up for a second. Now Mr. Meowsalot can try and keep it up. Both players go for it. And we are in a game 3 overtime. Next goal takes the series. Will we see a kickoff goal? Will we see a kickoff goal? No, Marvel Man with a great recovery to get back in time. He is going to pick up his 100 boost and the ball. Dribbling this one upfield. Meowsalot gonna challenge early. Is it gonna go right in? It's right in! Mr. Meowsalot in critical zone with another early challenge, not showing any respect to Marvel Man whatsoever the entire series, and it works out in his favor as Mr. Meowsalot in critical zone get the W. Oh my word. A game 3 overtime. Oh my goodness, critical zone. Mr. Meowsalot taking the series of a 2-1 score off a game 3 overtime series winning goal. As we see the ball touches this game much more in favor of Marvel Man, 134-70. Saves 3 for Mr. Meowsalot, 2 for Marvel Man. Shots 7 for Mr. Meowsalot and 8 for Marvel Man. Goals, of course, 5-4. The score also the way of Mr. Meowsalot. But on the team stats, ball possession in the favor of Marvel Man. Did a much better job of keeping that ball close and keeping it controlled, as well as controlling the boost as we saw all game. But as we talked earlier, the field domination out of Mr. Meowsalot, covering a lot of the field, a lot of distance, and really controlling overall the most dominant portions of the field. Of course, the speed went in the way of Marvel Man. But a 3-2 series win here tonight for Critical Zone and our boy, Mr. Meowsalot. So huge ups to them. And until next time, this is Vexum signing out, and we'll catch you guys later.